Now that you know why is that you want to trade, and you also kind of understand what are all the requirements for trading, and you also understand the importance of treating trading as a business rather than as a hobby or an interest, right? I want you to consider a name for your trading business. Yes, I'm serious. Think about having a name for your trading business. So when you keep a name, it gets its own identity and it starts to garner its own energy field so that your business kind of starts to flourish. So nothing wrong at all. So if you want to kind of have a name for that, go for that. And whatever name you choose, type in the comment when you think and choose the name. If you want, pause for a minute, think about a good name and write that name down in the comment section. Good, great. Now let's kind of jump on to the next section of learning, which is understanding the markets. What are these markets? Where are these markets? And what are the various different kinds of market, and what are the products available in those markets for you to trade? So let's kind of begin. So the first and foremost, the biggest and the largest market in our country, in India, is NSE, National Stock Exchange. All of you kind of, I'm sure, are aware of this. If you're not aware, this is the biggest market where it is traded in a largest volumes of business happens in this market. So most of us, we will trade in that, and you will also kind of learn to getting into this market and trade. Of course, you can trade in other markets as well, but this is the market, and I personally trade. Most of our trades happens only in NSE. That's the first market. Then we have Bombay Stock Exchange, which is slightly older than NSE. And it's pretty popular as well. There are many traders who kind of trade only in BSE as well. There is not much of a price difference between these two markets. It's almost going to be pretty close. There are just few points here and there difference. That's what it is. But these are the two biggest markets. So now NSE and BSE, both of them have their own so-called measuring yardstick, if I have to say that as. So famously, we all know for Bombay Stock Exchange, it is the Sensex. Most of us kind of swear by that word. Look at what Sensex is doing, where is it going, where is it coming. So it's kind of a measure. And similarly for NSE, it is Nifty. So both of these are the indexes. And it is a culmination of multiple stocks put together, the large caps put together, and a number is kind of arrived at, a weighted average number is arrived at, and that gives us an indication of where the market is heading. If Nifty is at around 15,000 points, what does it mean? If Nifty is at 10,000 points, what does it mean? Similarly, BSE, if it's at 40,000 points, what does it mean? BSE 50,000 points, what does it mean? So on and so forth. So these two have their own index, very famous index. So NSE and BSE, which is very popular for all the equity kind of equity related products and equity related derivatives as well. So next is the multi commodity exchange, which is also called as MCX. MCX, it's a separate exchange where you can trade all kinds of commodities, both metal, energy, and some agri based products as well. All of that is possible to kind of trade. That's the third. It's very popular. So you would definitely learn to trade in commodities as well. Like any other system works even in commodity. You can kind of trade there. Just that NSE and BSE opens at 9:15 in the morning currently in India and closes at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. Whereas MCX commodity, it opens at 9 o'clock in the morning, goes all the way till midnight 12. So you got to be aware of that and be willing to go on until then, or you have to consciously decide to close all your positions much before if you want to do it only till certain period of time. But if you are doing certain kind of positional trades, you got to be aware that market is open till there. Then finally we have a currency derivative segment within NSE. NSE has a separate segment called CDS, currency derivative segment, where you can trade currency pairs. Again, if you want to trade in currency, the market remains open till about 9 p.m. in the night. 9 p.m. in the night, so that you kind of plan accordingly. So these are our four major exchanges where you will trade: NSE, BSE, MCX, and CDS. So we learned all the four exchanges, and what is essential to understand is we will heavily trade in NSE, and those of you who want to kind of trade in commodities, it is going to be MCX. Of course, you can try both currency as well as if you want to pick some stocks and trade in BSE. But what is popular, extremely popular in derivative markets is NSE. So if you want to kind of go and get a little bit more, just feel free to go to their websites and see what each one of them do. So we will come back in the next video, and I'll kind of explain about the instruments which you can trade in each of these markets. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.